hello. And in this RH Jam, we'll examine our concept of power, our relationship with our own, and the ways in which it can dissipate. Guglielmo Poli, our co-director of the Reconnective Healing Teaching Team, Global Teaching Team, he will share with us key aspects of inner power and ways to connect with our true source again. And of course, we'll also share with you an exclusive clip from our upcoming premiere this Saturday, August 8th. All of this and a lot more coming up right here on the RH Jam. And hello again and welcome. I am Ana Clavell. I am the presenter for the RH Jam, our weekly anything and everything on Reconnective Healing live program right here on our channel in YouTube. Boy, am I loving all the comments coming through. You guys are amazing. And we're going to go and say hello to everybody there. But because I know for a fact we have new people in the house, guys. We have new people right here with us, Reconnective family. So I'd like to greet you all and welcome to the RH Jam. Because, this is entirely inspired. This program is entirely inspired by the comments, the suggestions, the questions that viewers like you may have, and they send along our way. They send it to me via email. You guys send it to Lexi as well, to Cecilia, who's here in the house as well. Hello, Lexi and Cecilia. Mwah. And of course, you may want to also private message us with your questions. And today's topic is no exception. It came from you, and you can really grow and expand your understanding and your relationship with these frequencies when you subscribe to our channel, because by subscribing you are always alerted to what is the newest, the latest that we're coming up with. When you like our videos, you are also inspiring other people to view these videos, and what they do, guess what happens? These frequencies just need new people out there, and they're able to continue their expansion, their beautiful mission, so to speak, on this planet. And when you share our videos, of course, you're allowing other people to discover us as well. And for those of you who are just finding out about Reconnective Healing, just a quick preface that Reconnective Healing was discovered in 1993 by Dr. Eric Pearl. It is an energy-based approach to healing, transformation, and communication. It has been validated by science. There are no steps to follow or rituals to learn, and it is hands-off and everyone and anyone can learn how to do this. And again, I am seeing from the corner of my eye that room just going crazy. The chat room is on fire. I am so happy to greet you all. Simona, by the way, I did a shout out for you over at Facebook. I am so impressed. You were here like first in the line. You sat down in the front row. So welcome, Simona. And again, hello, Lexi and Cecilia. Thank you so much for being our backbone and support to this program. I want to greet Lula as well, and I see Kimberly and Maria Luisa. Laurent, welcome, Lula. Welcome, hello, Ida. I love that. Hi, Ruek. Hello, Melanie. Alejandro, hola. Mose, mwah. Kisses for you too, my dear. I also spy with my little eye, Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. Hi, Terry. So good to see you all here. I see that Tessie has joined. Hello, Tessie. And Justin as well. Fit Vegan Gardener. Wow, I love that. That's so descriptive and it's so inspiring. I love that you're carrying your life's mission on your name. That's so cool. I see Alina. Hi, Alina. Hi, Jan. Or Jan. Please correct me if I got that one wrong. Hello again. I see over here Sonia. Hi, Sonia. So good to see you. Geez, Louise, this is like truly hopping today with your comments and your thoughts. And you know what? This is going to be a topic that I feel you guys will resonate with, because although we here in the Reconnective family, we know in our knowingness what this power is. we are still living a very human experience. And that human experience means that sometimes, well, you know what? So to speak, we fall off the wagon. We fall off the wagon when it comes to understanding our own source of power. And when I did the Facebook pre-show, I mentioned a moment from Superman, one of the films, the one with Christopher Reeve, in which after Lois Lane dies, he finds himself questioning all this power in the world, and he wasn't able to save her. And sometimes for us, in reconnective healing, in moments in which we are perhaps experiencing a moment of feeling powerless over something, that thought may creep in our mind, into our minds. You know, all this amazing power of the reconnective healing frequencies, and there's no way to direct them to do what is needed. And this is why this is such an important conversation, because you know, let's be honest, we are wired to pursue power. We are wired to pursue power because this is one of the most ingrained human behaviors. No, one of our human behaviors is to control things. We have an inclination to try and control things, control outcomes, change things, impose our will, become willful about whatever it is that we don't feel is meshing with the way things need to be or should be. Again, should, that word, right? Should and must. That when we get into that kind of wording and languaging, we typically fall into very extreme behaviors. And it's, let's cut ourselves some slack right now. It is not difficult to feel disempowered. It is not difficult to find ourselves that we could feel at the mercy of whatever is going on. Uh, and it's something that whenever we fall into that aspect of thinking, into those feelings and emotions, our minds automatically direct us away from it. They try to make us do. They get into the say or think something that will help us return to some level of feeling that we're in control, that we have power. Because feeling out of power is something our ego, the part of our mind that is set there to kind of like keep the ebb and flow of anything that's going on and how we measure one thing against the other. Very useful when you need to have a point of reference. Not so useful when it's everything becomes everything that guides whatever we think do and not do. Correct. So this becomes such a difficult aspect when we find ourselves disempowered, that any little action can become then a validation that we're still powerful. And it could be as simple as pouring yourself a glass of water and pouring it on the floor, or to show a point, to prove a point, to show them or show yourself. How many people out there, myself included, how many of us perhaps we have even gone out to even try to destroy something that we loved, because it's the only thing that suddenly makes us feel as we are all powerful again, or that we have some sort of control. But from that point of doing the symbolic and the little gesture that helps us feel like we're in control, it's just a teensy weensy little step into really moving into an all-out retaliation. Because truly our drive, our primordial drive, is perhaps to prove a point. By proving that point, power is restored, at least in our perception, right? Because it is truly how we have been wired. All right. So there's no judgment here. This is just a recognition that this is part of our human experience. But here's what happened, guys. And I know you've been through this, I love this picture. He's so adorable. The little baby with the dumbbell. These little actions or bigger actions really are superficial fixes. They are relative. This is relative power, because when we think we are powerful, when we look for power, when we want to emulate those who seem like the other direction, more powerful than us, right? It's like whomever is like, powerful and bodybuilding, we see all this imagery all the time, we are actually moving further and further away from our own innate and infinite power, and it's we've been there in moments that we have been seduced by our own thoughts and the external pursuits, because perhaps we are afraid that if we scratch too deep, we'll find nothing there. It's that's when that whole thing about doubting our own power comes into play. Uh, and this is where this conversation, I hope, can lead us to. At least when you then re-examine this program and want to have this conversation with you, or you're having it here in the chat, when you are taking this up with somebody else, when you notice this fight for power, the power, like your instinct, it always is. It is not outside. It is always within. So how can we recognize it in a moment of feeling disempowered? And that's what I'm so jived and psyched that Guglielmo Poli is going to be here with us to talk about these disempowering moments, because as everybody else, he has experienced them. He comes from positions of power, powerful type of employment, of profession, and then found himself with a situation of health in his own family that made him feel disempowered. He has discovered, though, through these amazing, beautiful frequencies, that they can easily allow to regain this infinite strength within each of us, as he did it himself. I don't want to give away any more of what he's going to be talking to us about, but before we move forward with this conversation, I did a Jillian there. I did a forward. I love her. I love her when she comes on screen and she talks. She's awesome. I want to take a moment right here in the chat and just say a couple of things that I'm noticing here. I love what you guys are posting. I see that Sandy says, remembering and knowing who we really are, indeed. And Melanie says, instinct equals power. Boom, boom. I love it. You guys put it together. You're so fast. And for those of you who are joining us today here on the Jam for the first time, please look through our playlist and our collection. We talk about instinct in depth in a few of them. So just knock yourself out, play that playlist, and just grow with us and enjoy our little chats here, because they are instruments of growth as well. I want to congratulate all of you guys posting here in the chat. Your words are so powerful. Ooh, I had to say it. I know. Before we greet Guglielmo properly, I want to play for you, though, a little clip from this Saturday's premiere, which is about another topic that is core to Reconnective Healing, and that is the topic of receivership. Here we go.
When we're receiving, then often the designing or manifesting of a specific outcome or result sort of becomes secondary, right? We receive, and if we allow that purity, just like the Bluetooth signal, just like when we turn that Bluetooth on and we receive the signal from all around us, there's no sending specifically, right? The bandwidth of the atmosphere itself becomes the very root of the expression of, our connection.
Right, and the
connection
harmony
itself.
The harmony, just in the consciousness of allowing ourselves to receive, brings about the most amazing things that we do receive. When we intend specifically to receive, the harmony levels go down, the intention or almost the attachment, almost a different state of a neediness, tends to attempt to dictate, and suddenly the confluence, the flow, the coherence of the interaction changes. And it's not as if we don't manifest or can't manifest certain things near what we intend, sort of like what we intend, sometimes exactly what we intend. Yet when we leave the intention of manifestation and instead receive, what manifests for us is beyond what we may have intended or had in mind, beyond just getting close to what we think we want and find.
Well, wasn't that an amazing little clip? Oh, ho, ho. Receivership. It's something that I feel we don't talk often enough about. The whole concept of it. And I'm really excited about not only this premiere on Saturday that Dr. Eric and Jillian tackle in full, but also the following Saturday, we're going to have a meditation about precisely that, receivership. And I've noticed here, let me see, Moses says, I think power is to let it be. Let the frequencies make their job. We are just here to observe. Sometimes we have too many questions and we try to understand all. It is not necessary to explain all. Well, to your point, and isn't that so true? By the way, Mose, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for that share. But isn't it true that one of our idioms is knowledge is power? So this whole concept of how much we need to process and control and understand, again, like I said, when we start to think that we need power, we really stay away and veer off that power that is instinctive and innate to each of us. So I don't want to delay anymore because I've got Guglielmo waiting and ready to go. Let's give him a welcome. Guglielmo Poli, welcome.
Hello everyone. I'm very happy to be here again with you during this beautiful LIFE Jam. So I read all the people writing in the chat before. So I was here in the backstage reading, and I want to thank all of you, all the people that, yes, of course, wrote my welcome. So thank you very much to everyone. It's always a pleasure being part of this team and this community that is growing up every day, and that's really, really, really amazing.
Yes, it is, and it's thanks to really not only you in the teaching team. All of you guys are amazing, but let's give it out. Let's do a shout out for our amazing online family. This family here, this Reconnective family, is just, it never ceases to amaze me how devoted, how completely committed they are to the expansion of these frequencies around the entire planet. Guglielmo, before Reconnective Healing came into your life, how did you relate to power? As something that could be acquired, something only a few people had? How was that?
So I was amazed observing people that had power in their life. So I felt like a person that, yes, he had, his ideas, he had his path, but I was not completely in my power. From my understanding of the word power and what is in our life, honestly, I feel it very related with the potential. Why? Because also in my studies of philosophy, it's remembering me a lot Aristotle, from the ancient Greek, and he was a great philosopher, that he was speaking about power and act. So the two things of the two differences between thinking about something and doing something, have the potential and work on it. So from the world of the ideas to the practical and everyday life. And what is great of Reconnective Healing is that is bringing a bridge into your consciousness between these two realities that they are the same reality, but sometimes we can't recognize it. We can't recognize this. Why? Because our awareness is not enough. Our self-awareness, our awareness, we are used to say, is not enough. Why is not enough? Because sometimes we are losing the idea of our real potential. Why? Because everything in your life is starting since when you are a child, telling you what you have to be. what you want to be, what you must be in your life. So, for example, in my case, you must be, a lawyer. You must marry at 30 years, have 2 children, and, go to your office at 8 a.m., return at home at 6 p.m., and this is your life. If you are doing this life, you will have a good life, you will be happy, you will be in full potential, and you will empower yourself. Bullshits because everyone has his personal own potential, and every one of you has a big potential that you can't imagine. Reconnective healing in my life did something very, very, very important. So made me aware of who I am in truth. And this is another very, very important key point that is arriving even that from the ancient philosophy. Know yourself. Be careful. Know is something from the brain. To know something is something that is analytic. And be careful, because sometimes the error is falling in the self-judgment. So, okay, I want to be that, and really I'm not reaching these levels of power that I want. You know why? Because maybe it's not you wanting and being what is your path. This is something very, very common to everyone. So we think that we want something. The others tell us that we are something different than what we are in truth. So there are three aspects of it: the power, your truth power, your real power, your potential, that is your power before that is brighting to the others, and your self-image. And this is also something important, because when you have one idea of yourself, it's normal that your brain is making you doing the wrong choices if your self-image is wrong. So know yourself is the base to reach your real potential, and from your real potential you do the practical actions that you are bringing, that they are bringing you to the best power of your life. And be careful, again, the word power means a lot of things. Means the physical power, means the power, in the society, the economical power, etc. But the power is what you are vibrating. And when you are vibrating at your real vibration, that is one of the benefits of reconnective healing, and the reconnection are bringing to you every day, living these frequencies, then you will know who you are, and you will just do it. You are not doing it, you are being it. You are being your power, and you feel your power. I seen your preview on Facebook. I was very amazed hearing you speaking about Superman, because it was one of my favorite, superheroes. And and it was funny, because sometimes when people is coming to the presentation, to the presentation, to the training programs, they want to become Superman. They want to transform themselves in something super. But as our philosophy is telling, maybe going deeper inside yourself is making you understanding who you are, and here in deep of you, in your truth, in your real truth, permit me, this game of words, in your deeper and real truth, there is super you, not Superman. Nobody is becoming Superman. Nobody can fly. Nobody can, read the mind of the others. But you can be super you. And when you are super you are taking the practical decisions in your life that they are good for you. And this is a path from yourself to your joy. To you, it's something that it's bringing you from yourself to your expansion. And this expansion in the frequencies of reconnective healing is exactly what you really are. Okay? Because here we are all on this plan to have evolution. And how we can get evolution? Of course, with experience. It's, the most common thing. With the knowledge, so doing things, knowing things, but the best way to evolve, it's to be. It's to be and go forward and spread your potential and spread who you are. Because the one that is fragmenting to know himself is exactly what he wants, that you want, because you are this one, because we are one. We are forgetting all the time that we are one. We are forgetting all the times that our job, honestly, is being yourself. And I know that we are speaking a lot of time about be yourself, be yourself. So you can read in Facebook tons of this post, be yourself. But who can really understand what is actually being yourself? Who is understanding actually how is powerful being yourself? Because you, in your reality, and we will speak about what is reality maybe in the next gem, but maybe Gillian wants to do it. In your reality, you are the most powerful being in the universe, because you are the universe. You are the full universe, and you are just a little dot. You are both. And in this movement of the evolution, in this contraction and expansion of the universe, you will find yourself. And reconnective healing, and in my case, the personal reconnection, did the wonderful, special, and incredible job to make me recognize who I am, honestly. So for this reason, people saying me in the past, oh, you were very brave, because you were a lawyer, you had a career to do, and it was super easy for you, the life. I was not brave. I was just myself. And I was doing what I really want to do in deep. And when you're doing that, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. So when you will do it, you are in your power, in every meaning of this very powerful word. That's my suggestion for all of you. So live in the frequencies. Following, these kind of gatherings, of course, will help you. But also find yourself in the frequencies. They will bring you to this point of your consciousness where you find again yourself and you say, yes, this is what I have to do. And suggest to the others to follow this channel, for example, or the training programs online and around the world, because it's a gift that you are giving to the others. If nobody was telling me about the potential of this thing, I can be here now with you sharing. And you know that I'm doing a lot of presentation, a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of training programs around the world. I'm doing a lot of all these things. And people is asking me, where do you find the power to do it? And I just say, I don't need power to do it. I am this, and I love to share it. So I'm not the man of long speech. I am the man of short speech but dense of concepts. So I'm leaving you now digest these words. If you want, feel free to contact me everywhere, Facebook and Instagram, every. I'm here for you. And this is my role that I'm doing with a lot of love with the co-director Rob. That I seen that he's here in the chat, and I want to give to him a big hug because together we are finding really, the most beautiful people to bring this consciousness to expand more and more and more. And I'm so happy to be part of this team in this way. And I'm telling it really from the deep of my heart. Continue, do what you are doing, to all of you, because you are very close to disclose your potential. And when you are doing it, you will see. And write to me. Thank you very much.
I love that, Guglielmo. My goodness, I wouldn't know where to start. I know you have another live coming up that I know that you need to jump off in a second, but I just want to say thank you because you've made so many important points, and I just want just to pull one apart. I just want to point out that, when we said before that knowledge is power, but truly the power is the knowingness of the self. That is the power. That's the true knowledge that we need to seek. Is not the knowledge that we've been told that needs to come through our mind, the knowledge of the world and the understanding, but that knowingness of ourselves. And I love how you pointed out too about who is it that we are then. Maybe we are so much quicker at observing other people that we are not as, I don't know, maybe people think brave to look really deep inside and observe ourselves as we are. I cannot let you go without you letting us know and putting up to date about all your projects, because I know you have so many things that you're doing right now. Please share with us what's going on.
Well, the project for first is yesterday we finished the second level of the mentor program. I'm very happy because all the candidates for the level 3 really demonstrated to be a super team. So I'm very happy that do it with Rob, and that's amazing. Next, as you know, I'm going around the world to do these catalyst programs, and I'm very happy that we are starting. So the first one will be in Porto, in Portugal, with Cristina Ramaggio, and then we never stopped. Honestly, we never stopped. So the next in Italy will be 31 and October, 1st November, and there are a lot. So go to the main website and consider also if you already did it in the past to retake it, because it's a new bet in the frequencies, and of course you will be happy to do it. Personally, as president of Reconnective Academy Italia, we are doing training programs, very important that there are training programs in digital marketing, because in this world, especially after the lockdown, everyone is much more paying attention to the social media. So we are at the 6th edition of the Italian version of the digital marketing program. We did one already in Spanish, super cool, and now in September we will start also in English. So if you are interested, please write to me, because it's a great opportunity, I think, to expand more and more not only your consciousness but also your practice like a professional of reconnective healing. So there are a lot on the plate, and of course the new community that was launched will see me present a lot also. So I'm very happy. And I see this consciousness expanding in an incredible way. Incredible.
And as I will remind you all, guys, you know it, but I'm going to say it and pinpoint it. All these links to reach out to Guglielmo and find out more about the Academy and all of his projects are right here in the description. So go right ahead, send me an email, because as Guglielmo himself said, he loves to receive your questions, your suggestions, your comments. Let him clarify for you any doubt, whether it's about power or about your experiences or any discovery that may be something he has something to share with you about. I'm gonna take now this little thing because it's really bizarre. I'm hearing myself like stepped and delayed. It's so weird. Guillermo, it has been such an amazing experience to have you here on the program. Anything that you want to share? Any last thoughts? Anything? Last exhortation that you have for our community?
Well, actually, yes, of course. I want to really people have. I'm inviting people to converse with me, to talk with me, write to me, because it's important, for and Rob, because it's important for the co-directors have, a real engagement, not only with the team of the teaching team, but with all the practitioners, etc. And we really want to support you and understand your needs and understand what's going on. And we really want at your side to be helpful in the most active and powerful way possible.
Thank you, Guillermo. Oh, so good to have you on the program. We definitely need to bring you back. Let's talk about reality. You know what? Maybe we can do one with you and Jillian, and let's just talk about reality. That would be so cool, by the way. Hello, Jillian. And Rob. And Carlos. I'm so happy you guys are joining us today. I love it when we can all come together like this. And as Guillermo said, whenever we're going to be together in this new Reconnective Life community, we are going to really experience an immense expansion, because we are of one instinct, one will, so to speak, coming together to expand our discoveries and our experience of reconnective healing. Guglielmo, un abrazo, mi
Thank you very
cielo.
much. Un abrazo a
Gracias.
ti también. Y la próxima vez en español, ¿no?
Sí, en español en 2 semanas. ¿Qué te parece? Sorry, guys.
Muy
We're
bien.
show offs.
Una maravilla.
Chao, mi amor.
Ciao, hasta pronto. Bye to everyone. Ciao, ciao. Have a good night.
Oh, power, power, power. Power is instinct, knowing yourself. I am really so loving all your comments here. So many important notes that you guys have said. Alina says the knowingness of who I am, the power of now. Terry says that's because your training with Rob was amazing. Kudos to Rob, Guillermo, and Carlos, and Cecilia, who are in the house, and of course, Jillian. Absolutely. Is that immersion in the catalyst? It does do a change around to so many things that we take for granted. You come in thinking that you're going to become Superman, and what you discover is something more, something much more, because what this is, it just goes beyond our expectations, our Marvel inspired expectations. And perhaps, you know what, maybe in this reality, we are not able to fly. But I am almost certain that in other dimensions, it may not be the same thing. And that's what is so important, that we get to empower ourselves through the knowingness of who we are. You guys are rocking the house with all your comments. This is so amazing, guys. I see that. Aida says that was such a perfect invitation. Dear life leaders, this should be mandatory. I second that, Ida. Beautifully stated. So you know what, guys? We have, of course, this premiere on Saturday. And as you know, you have two options. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and at 9:30 a.m. sharp, it will pop up for you with a chat party ready, waiting for you if you're a member, a subscriber to our channel. Or you can just send me an email, and I will send you a link so you can RSVP and receive your link. I also want to let you know that, of course, our Solomon Study Group has started, and it started with a bang. So, guys, if you haven't taken a moment to sign up yet, I strongly encourage you to. I'll put the link below. And, of course, last but definitely not least, our newest, our latest, our grandest expansion, the Reconnective LIFE Community. This is by you, for you. This is where we have reversed our roles. We are not showering you with what we think you need. You've let us know, and this has been created precisely to fulfill all your requests. So, for those of you who do not open your email, I have a 1 minute treat for you. Stay tuned because here it comes. And for those of you who are just hearing for the first time about the Reconnective Life Community, this is our entire Reconnective family coming together. And we're going to have weekly live events with Dr. Eric and Jillian, monthly live events, including a Q&A, an extensive Q&A, and a town hall, and a mini retreat with Dr. Eric and Jillian. Plus, you have access to a private online group in which we share and we grow because we are truly in this exchange of experiences and discoveries and an open conversation about anything and everything Reconnective Healing. And you also get an on-demand library of everything the Reconnection has in its archives and has been amassing over the last 20 years. So this is a win-win situation for anybody who is serious about bringing healing, transformation, and expanded communication into their lives. I see here that several people, I hope you like the video. Let me know. Ida says, I love Reconnective Life Leaders Community. It was my dream and necessity for a long time. Exciting. I see here Rob saying thank you to all of our life leaders. Thank you as well, Rob. And we see here as well Moses saying, like a mirror, universe answers to us with the same reflection we give. We have to continue to be love and love our power. And yeah, that's a very good point. And we are definitely going to be touching about loving our power, loving ourselves with everything that we are. We haven't touched this topic for a little bit, but maybe it's time we do something in the next jams about worthiness, our self-worth. Maybe I am not worthy of having this power. This little narrative that sometimes starts. As you know, guys, we need to close or start to close by sharing a few things with you and how to recognize this innate power that you have. You have it. So, your innate power doesn't try to assert control. That's the first thing you need to recognize. Whenever you feel a surge of power that aims to control things or change things or is mired with emotions and feelings, that is not your innate power. That is not your infinite power. That is not the power of the self. Second, your true power manifests itself out of knowingness and not willfulness. It's not about imposing your will. It's not about telling this power what to do, direct it. It is there. Basically, when you are in that knowingness, and what Guglielmo was we were equating that power is about knowing yourself, that knowingness of the self. When you are in that part, you start to truly recognize that it puts us in a state of peace and ease about anything and everything that may be happening. Why? Because we don't need to be brave, which is what Guglielmo also shared with us. When Guglielmo shared that, people were coming to him saying, you are being so brave. And to him, it was, no, I am in my knowingness. This is what I want and I need to do. And that is truly power, because when those two things align, we become unstoppable. And thirdly, we recognize our own true power when we enter that state of flow. Now, I left it like open like this because I know a few people are coming in that are not yet familiar with the state of flow that happens automatically, instantly, the moment you interact with these reconnective healing frequencies. And I just want to make a quick distinction, right? Because for those of you who are joining us who understand about flow and pursue flow, I know it can be something that is very hard to maintain because it requires concentration, it requires practice, it requires your entire intention be placed at your entire attention. And we know our attention fluctuates. So enter the reconnective healing frequencies that by simply placing our awareness on them, we enter into this state of flow, of communication, of transformation, of healing that allows us to not only experience our knowingness, but to recognize that this is truly our source of power, because you are the power. You are this little speck, and you are also the universe contained here in this beautiful encapsulation called you, experiencing this very human moment. And when we allow ourselves to recall that who we really are, with capital W, who we, WWA, you are in your full innate power. It has been, as always, such an amazing ride being here with you guys in the RH Jam. I love it. You truly move me every week. You inspire me to do this every week, to get up super early, to get everything ready. And you know what? I salute you, because it is you inspiring me to continue, and within you and throughout you and through us, in this oneness that we are. It's the frequencies and the intelligence that guides everything, and allows for ease to happen, even when we feel we are surrounded by chaos. But here in this Reconnected family, we know better, and we have a very different relationship with chaos when we know we are in this knowingness of the Reconnected healing frequencies. Once again, I want to thank Guglielmo Poli, who took time from a very, very, very busy day. He's been back to back with meetings and live streams and whatnot. So I am so grateful. And again, thank you, Lexi Alexandra, and thank you, Cecilia Sams, for being here, our moderators, for being our beautiful voices in here in our chat room, for being able to help us shape this week after week. A special salute to Jillian Fleer, to Carlos Velez, and to Rob Connick. Guys, when you join us, oh, the heart flutters and the frequencies just go giddy. And the pixies don't play. Did you notice? No pixies today. Oh, hang on, I'm going to shut up just in case. Guys, that first hour of the portal is free. It's Dr. Eric and Jillian's and the Reconnections gift to humanity. Avail yourself to it. If you've watched it, then you know what? Watch it again. Grab a segment, a random segment like you do with Dr. Eric's books, and just grab a segment and watch it again. And you know what? Copy and paste this address, this link that we put here, and share it with the world. Share it. Let the winds carry it. Whomever needs to experience these frequencies will open that email, that message, and will click on that link. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, premiere this Saturdays, Reconnective Saturdays at 10:30. Send me an email or subscribe to the channel. Solomon on Wednesdays, and Reconnective LIFE Community started in full swing. We had our first Wednesday live yesterday. Live and learn with Dr. Eric and Jillian. And until next week, it has been again a true honor and a privilege to be here with you. Love you all. Hugging you in frequencies. This is Ana Clavell with the RH Jam.